Put it in it. Yeah. Hi.
What's up?
Hi. Welcome to another episode of the People's Mic. I am Jimmy Peoples, and I am here with the big teddy bear himself, Mr. Mark Anthony.
If you're gonna fuck up my name, I'm just gonna leave.
Rodriguez.
Not even.
It's not Rodriguez.
No, man.
What the fuck is your last name?
You racist as fuck.
Yeah, I am. I got like 4 Puerto Rican. I got Roberto Garcia next week. I got Pedro Gonzalez.
And this shit is all for Hispanic History Month, and that's the worst fucking first month. First of all, it's not even one whole month. It's 2 months
Fuck it up.
smashed together like a
bodega
bodega
edit all of
sandwich.
this shit out. Holy shit!
Mark Anthony Arnez.
All right,
Yeah,
shut the fuck.
I-
Don't do it. It's gonna get worse.
You know what? I'm gonna make you sit in that chair.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Get over here.
What's your name?
Krystal Kamenides.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck that up too.
Yeah.
Say your last name.
It's Mark Anthony Ramirez.
What did I say?
Rodriguez.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
And it shouldn't even be Ramirez. It should
Yeah.
be some other weird shit because I'm so
Ramirez?
racially. Yeah, Ramirez. It's
Wow.
actually Egyptian in origin.
To my left is Mark Anthony Ramirez, and to my right is.
Krystal Kamenides.
I'm definitely gonna fuck that.
Kamenides, I know.
Kamenides,
Yeah.
and we'll spell that out at the end. Hi.
K-A-M. She owns this dick. What? Go ahead.
Wow.
Hi.
Wow.
He had too much coffee.
Wow. That's
I had
good.
a lot of coffee.
That's good.
She knows how to wake me up.
Let's and you guys are a thing, right?
Yeah,
you guys are a thing.
we're a serious thing.
A serious thing. She said, "Yeah."
Yes,
She said,
yes.
"Did you hear that?"
Yes.
Yeah. And she dressed him today.
She dressed
wish
me
I had
today.
video for this because you could tell the contrast between a single guy, me, and
Oh, I know. I had the single guy, the jeans and a t-shirt. That's the uniform.
No, but she wouldn't let you come out the house like
No.
that. She said, "Hell no." This is
Surprised I'm not wearing my Timbs and shit, and they're all polished.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I got a uniform.
I haven't had Tim's in years. Like you're.
I never had Timbs until she came. I never had shoes until she came into my life.
That's about right. That's right. You saw him on the street, just hurt and
hurt.
dusty.
Dusty.
It's like, you know what? I gotta fix.
That's right. He needs some help. Come here, Care Bear.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your ass over here.
Exactly.
How'd you guys meet?
Porn. No.
Did you say on the
comedy.
pole?
What? On the
you say
pole.
on the
I was
pole?
on the pole.
What
No, I said
pole was you?
porn.
Okay, go ahead.
No, we met. Yeah, we met outside. We met at the Grizzly Pear doing comedy
Nice.
because of Kenny Warren. Thanks,
No.
Kenny.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Kenny.
yeah.
And then months later, I run into Kenny. Kenny's like, I can't introduce you to no one.
You ain't never talking to none of my friends again.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's dope.
yeah. We met there. She's originally from Maine.
Really?
I'm from New York. Yeah.
Well,
What
I
nationality?
live there.
What national? All right, hold on. So late.
He's like, what? Did you know where you were?
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah. So
I
more
moved out-
questions.
I'm originally from California. I moved there when I was 19.
You moved to Maine when you were
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Cool. And what nationality are you?
I'm black and white.
Black and white.
Black and white.
And
Black-
you just took
My
the
mother's
a
black.
cookie.
My father's white. What'd you say?
like
If
the
you
cookie.
call me an Oreo again, I will fuck you up. Oh, can I
Okay.
say? I'm sorry. swear to you.
I used to do a black and white cookie thing.
Yeah, remember that?
That's
Remember that joke? That's why I said the
I was
joke.
like black and white cookie.
That's why I did the joke.
It's like flashbacks.
I was
like,
honoring your joke.
I appreciate.
See,
it.
now I got me a black and white cookie.
Yeah. So what? Your last name? You sound Spanish. It's not Spanish.
That's Kamenides, actually.
Kamen-
That's Greek from my second husband. He
Oh,
don't like
okay.
to hear. Close your ears, baby. Close your ears.
I don't care.
I'm only Greek by injection.
Nice.
Yeah.
Greek
Nice.
by injection.
Sorry.
Somebody's ruining your podcast. It ain't us.
No, you never ruin it. All right, they're watching.
That's
the movie.
right.
All right. Cool. So you're part Greek?
No. That
She was
just-
married to
Just the name.
That's
Just the name. Just the name.
I
All
was
right.
lazy. I didn't change my name back.
So how long does the relationship go until you lose the name?
well, when we get married, then I can lose the
Do you
name.
claim it?
Yo, I'm totally gonna marry her. Are you
Yes.
crazy?
Okay.
Her last name will be.
I didn't mean to set him up like
No,
that.
no,
but
no,
damn.
no, no.
Nah, that shit don't bother me.
I know better than that.
She already picked the date. She said, "This is the day." I was like, "That's big."
And, all right. How long you been together?
Only since January.
It's
January.
It's
Last
fresh.
week of January.
It's
It's
fresh. So, and you already claiming
That's it. It's done. It's a wrap.
Listen, we're 46.
as we get older?
47.
Yeah,
We don't.
we
We know.
I hate the
what
way
we
you said
don't
it. He
want.
said it as you get older.
As you get older,
Right,
yeah.
right. Your choices.
Like, he was like, when you get near the grave, you just.
Because
That's
we
right.
just fast track.
That's
We're like, I
right.
don't have time for the bullshit.
No, that's right.
Well,
Like,
also, I think-
he's tall, he's smart, he's funny.
You check them
and
off.
he lets me dress him. It's all good.
Yeah.
I like how the list.
I'm like,
I know when you were younger, that list was like 50.
Yeah, now it's he black and Latino. Check. He like to eat pussy. Got black dick. Check.
That's good.
Tell him what your standards were.
I had standards.
Hypocrite.
I'm a mad hypocrite. I'm a mad hypocrite because I was like, we met. I was like, I don't believe in love. I don't do love. I don't do relationships.
Yeah, that's what
and she was like, and then I was like, and I don't date women with kids, and I don't hook up with comics.
Sitting there with a tribe of kids.
Wow.
You got 20 kids.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a little
date women with
Yeah,
kids.
but I was straight up about it. I'm always honest. Like,
Please.
no, I'm a hypocrite. Don't date women with kids, and I don't date comics.
Oh, I did.
And I fucked all that up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I do
For
all that.
happiness, though.
Yeah.
I did that for happiness.
I just like my freedom. It's like, no, I don't want to
Man,
settle.
every time I used to see you out there, you was with the same girl for a while, then there was a new girl, then there was another girl, and then it was this one girl for a while, and I just think you got tired of it.
Yeah. It transition. I get bored easily.
Look, man,
That's
we have problems now because I haven't been with
Because
the same...
you don't listen.
Shut it down. Wow.
Yeah,
He chose.
that's
Be
about
happy
right.
Jimmy's
That's
sitting in the
about-
middle.
That's about.
Hit you
That's
with
why
a
I
shoe.
sat you here. I was like,
Got a drum kit right. BAM!
Nobody's afraid of you.
Yeah, they should
You got
be.
monster hands.
That's right.
Shut it
That's
down.
right.
Go,
You like
baby.
this shit.
Maybe
I'm gonna move back and.
No, but what I was gonna say is like we got a place together and everything. We're cool, but it's just even now she'll be like, when was the last time you lived with somebody?
Yeah. Still.
Because I just don't. I do thoughtful shit. Like I'll finish the last roll of toilet paper and keep it moving. I'll be like, I'll break it.
That's the training process.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So now it's like, hey, did you remember? I was like, oh, the garbage. And I got to do this, and I got to do it. Oh, I'm cooking dinner again. You know, like I got to remember there's somebody else in the house.
Yeah.
Because I got like 13 years of just not cohabitating with somebody.
Wow.
You know,
13, okay.
like 11, 13
That's
years. I didn't really get into a relation where I really cohabitated with someone for a long time. So it's just different.
Mm-hmm.
And you wake up and you're like, oh, you here?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. You know.
I'm going to stab you in your throat. You don't say that when you wake up.
No, baby, I wake up, I look at you like, oh,
You
my,
see stars
my queen.
and
You
sunshine.
pray? Do you pray?
I'm thankful. I'm like, oh,
I'm so grateful.
wow, I'm so grateful. Half the rent is covered. No.
That's about right. Let's do it. You're a comic, right?
Yes.
You're a comic. Let's do origin story. How'd you get into comic?
Oh, wow. The condensed version, I worked at a 9-to-5 job for 20 years.
Yeah.
Raised my kids, went through a couple of marriages. I was a union employee for the phone company. We went through a couple of strikes, corporate changes, and the last strike we went through, I was like, it lasted 141 days through the winter in Maine, and I was like, yeah, I'm all done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
So my department downsized, and I took their little pittance of a severance package, and I had been doing open mics in the Maine comedy scene, which is very
How was
small,
that?
but it was tiny but welcoming.
Yeah.
It was a good place to get my feet wet and to just to get started type of thing. And my goal at that time was to do comedy in New York, and not really having a plan, and things just kind of fell together for me, and came out here January of this past year. Did a couple of open mics. Kenny Warren put me on at the Pair.
He's the guy.
And then Mark and I had been following each other, so to speak, on Facebook. He's very political, so I'm like, ooh, he's smart. I like his views. And we kind of met up, and I've been learning a lot from him. He's my partner, my mentor, and so we're working on a few things. We're working on a sitcom together. We do these little videos that we post on the daily, and just learning the industry.
So, damn, you smell nice.
And you post videos to YouTube? Or?
On YouTube, on my Facebook page,
On
Krystal Kamenides. On relationships, are just our little daily interactions with each other.
We'll get that information.
Yeah.
Welcome, Dave Lester is here.
Hey, Dave.
Nice.
Hey,
I like this. This is
Dave smell nice as
don't he?
fuck.
Hey.
You better not let him
Is
rape
that
me.
cocoa?
Dave,
Smell delicious.
Dave looking out for
Smell
somebody.
like coconut.
Yeah.
Now you better take care of him before you
Smell like he's
Dave.
jerking off in the shower with somebody's hair conditioner.
jerk off in the Caribbean.
I know, right?
Came here with the
What's up,
soundtrack.
man? I'm so sorry. I'm ready
Came in
to
with a soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was Bob Marley. Definitely.
It was.
Yeah.
It was,
I shot that shit.
Somebody wanting to fuck.
God God damn.
What's happening, Jim?
All right,
I'm so sorry.
we're just doing an origin story. Krystal finished hers.
Sure.
How'd you get into comedy?
How'd I get in the company? Oh man, it's a long
Mark.
story.
The Cubs.
As a matter of fact, it'll be 20 years this October 25th.
They sing 20.
Amazing. That's right. I in comedy you don't get a go watch. You open up for somebody in the basement. No matter how good your career has been, you open up for a millennial who's never been on TV, has no credits and no real hope, even though you've got mad TV credits. Anyway, what I'm saying is bitterness. No. Honestly, dude, I was a bouncer and a bartender on a bar on the Upper East Side. I met a comic named Sean Lynch. He was like, "Dude, you're funny." I was like, "No, I'm not. I don't talk to people." And he brought me.
That's really funny.
Yeah, exactly. And then he brought me. He invited me to watch a show at Stand Up New York. And I was like, nope. And he'd been asking me for like 6 months. And then one day I showed up and he dragged me on stage. He just announced me on stage.
That's a Sean move.
That's a Sean move.
Yeah.
And I went up there and I was supposed to do. Yeah. And I was supposed to do 3 minutes and I did 10 off the top of my head, did really well. And the original owner of Stand Up New York, Kerry Hoffman, was like, "You're very funny. You're unnatural. You gotta do it. And come back tomorrow." So, and that's it. And 20 years later, you got hooked. You fall in love with it. It's like an addiction. You love it.
That's it.
And then after doing some TV stuff and having some time touring the country, and, it's been great. I love it. And I got to meet my future wife doing it.
Yeah.
The good one.
The good one.
You gotta distinguish. We have to distinguish.
Yeah. The good. My future good wife. I don't want to get hit. I got a long ride home.
Yeah.
She got some BA Baracus rings.
She got the 18 all on her fingers.
That's dope.
But man, and it's a journey. And I tell a lot of young comics come to me for like help with writing and advice, and I tell them all the same shit. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Pace yourself. Learn your shit. Learn your craft. And do the writing. A lot of cats out here don't do the writing. That's the issue I see all the time. They just want to go up there. The funniest thing I see in comedy, and I'll just make this brief, is people coming out on stage and just having their moment. Like it's free therapy. And they're like, I've seen more people come out of the closet on stage. I've seen more people talk about daddy issues and emotional abuse.
Oh, your dad.
I know who you're talking about.
Shut it down. Oh, damn. And just people just coming up and just talking shit. And then I'm like, where's the jokes? I'm glad we're here for you. Where are your jokes? Like, make jokes about it. Because that's how you really heal pain. And that's what I think comedy is really about.
Absolutely.
You didn't ask me that, but I threw that in.
Good.
Talk to
Let
Dave.
you go. Dave.
I don't appreciate more put my business out about my origin.
Yeah. Absolutely.
A long time ago, both my parents were murdered in the valley when I began comedy. It's true.
Parents are
I
murdered.
used to be an artist. I used to paint.
Really?
Yeah, like I painted portraits and still lifes and shit and fruit and bitches. And and then my mom died and I didn't want to paint anymore and I was angry. And then I loved girls and I made them laugh and I didn't have money. And so when I started making them laugh, I'm like, I think I can. I'm trying to make more girls laugh. And then there was a first comedy show I walked in, I got barked in at the Boston Comedy Club.
Oh my
I got
God,
barked in on
I
Sunday
missed
night.
that place.
And I went up there and I was like, yes. My eyes turned into hearts. It was like, yeah. Like and then about maybe a year and a half later, I went to New York Comedy Club. They had a three-person bringer with Steve Aarons. Hi, Steve.
Oh my God, you're so Rumpelmeyer?
Rumpelmeyer. Bring me over here now.
Rumpel-bumple.
So and then I fucking like him. I think I had a little plan.
Yeah.
But then I got on stage and it was a Friday night crowd and the electricity hit me and then other things happened on stage. I was just like, this is better than sex. And that's
basically, I think Dave Lester's story is I used to paint for the pussy.
Yeah.
I was broke for the pussy. And now I write jokes for the pussy.
Yo, I'm so glad that's catching on, man.
So I hate
Hashtag
that
Dave Lester.
Please help Puerto Rico and Barbuda.
Hell yeah.
My ex posted one. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but to the sidebar to that, I had tipped in on comedy a couple of times in junior high school. It was a a talent show. I did like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Was funny. And then at camp in the season show when I was about 15, 16 before my mom died. There was little signs, and then we would kick it on the fucking porch.
Yeah.
See, that's
on
old
the way.
school. Yeah.
And I would be killing, and they was like, "You should record it." And then we started recording our like chill sessions, and then we would play them back and then laugh at them while drinking my friend's mom's drinks. In the house. So
Drinking family liquor,
Yeah.
cracking on each other.
people, are like, you should do that, and I was like, "You think so?" It don't matter how many times people tell you you're great or good at something until you decide.
Right.
Did you say how long were you?
So I've been doing it. I'm right behind Mark. Maybe I started about 3 years later. I've been about 17 years, but I took time off to raise a family, be married, and unhappy, and then.
And I decided to ruin my credit.
I had some momentum. I had some momentum, and then a child appeared, and I needed a place to stay, so I stayed home with the kids, and then.
But 17 years, 20 years is like, because you get so much time in
I'll tell
New
you
York.
what, I evolved after my meltdown on TV, and I'm sure it's well documented.
Yeah, you did.
All you motherfuckers talk about it. After I bombed trying to be somebody else, I became me.
There you go.
So that was the best thing that ever happened to me.
you
And
go.
now I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I've already survived everything that everyone is scared of.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny that he brings that up because I will say this. That actually made me a bigger Dave Lester fan. Like I always admired him. I always liked what he was doing, but it was just like watching that and then seeing how that was tagged all over the internet as the worst comic ever. And I was like, no, he ain't. I was like, trust me, I've been doing this a while.
The worst comic on the show.
Yeah.
But I had a
And
bad night.
but it also
It's
goes to
perception.
show you.
Yeah.
It goes to show you like once that was out there, it's just weird. People just label you shit in this business, and they don't.
Well, I don't want
pay
to get
attention
too. Mark is heavy-handed. He's trying to strangle somebody, and I understand what he's doing. But I let it go,
Right.
and I take it with me every time I get on. I don't think I never not want to break a fucking microphone when I get on stage. Like I never. Every time I get on stage, you see me. I don't slack off at mics. Absolutely. I go to mics. I don't know. You guys give a fuck, but I go to any mic and I try to tear the mouth off of it. Every night is I'm trying to. Every time I get on stage, like I have there's no. I have a chip on it. I have a chip and a half on my fucking shoulder, man. And I ain't even got where I want to be yet. I got to get back on TV.
That's not from that incident, though, right?
No, there's a lot of things.
It's just growth.
I want to show who the fuck I am.
Absolutely.
I want to have the platform like Mark and a lot of other dope comics. I want to be seen. You know,
and heard and respected.
that's it.
And it's just and it's weird because him and I, since he's like close in the same amount of time, we've seen how the scene in New York really is. Like I'm not gonna get into dark, deep shit, but because I have a tendency to do that. And then
It's show business.
And then she punches me in the face. But you know, I just
You don't feel it.
I don't feel it.
No.
Kind of like it, but I'm just saying. Honestly, like we I'll just tell you this: we're sold this liberal bullshit. I'm not a Republican. I'm saying like that our industry's real liberal and really supportive, but they will whitewash the fuck out of it constantly. And I sit here and I just go, okay, like you know, and I could tell stories for 6 hours about racist shit I've dealt with and stuff that I know is like real passive aggressive racism.
You ain't even dark skinned.
And I'm not even dark skinned. And I'm light as fuck. Like
comfortable.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm safe black. Like I'm just I'm that dude that a lot of white girls would take home to their family and be like, he ain't. I told you he was black, but he's also Latino. And
that's Jamada.
Right,
Yeah.
like people like he's like a nice creamy coffee color.
Whatever. You're safe black until you stand up.
Yeah,
Or you go to shake their father's hand. They're like, what the fuck? Right.
And then they look at me and they're like, oh, he is Afrocentric. Damn, I better run. There's a
Those are
raping.
definitely nigger hands.
Yeah. These some slaving hands.
You can take a picture of those hands.
Oh yeah, man. And I know it.
Like
Are you
first
crazy?
baseman's mitt.
True.
Sometimes we're filming shit. I gotta remember to keep my hand out of the camera because you see my hand rise up and it's like a fucking horror movie.
threatening.
And she like, baby, you gotta keep your slaving hands out of it. Like I got John Henry. Exactly.
I remember one night we were outside the duck and we were going to slap box.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I was playing with him, and his hand went in my face. I was like, what is that? What is that? I was like, you know what?
And then he goes,
anymore.
and then on top of that, he's like, damn.
Look at his hand. Put your hand up.
And then he was like,
You better be good, goddammit.
Please.
all I know is she is just funny because I remember that. And then he was like, damn, and your hands are quick.
Yeah.
He was
quick boulders.
I play softball with this guy. He is deceptive. Him, A couple of heavy. You thinking him, Nick? What's the
Nick Ruggia.
Nick Ruggia. Them motherfuckers is fast.
He moves fast.
He's fucking cats.
Especially when he sees a spider in the house.
Oh, I'll be
Gone.
jumping.
This motherfucker nimble.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
I'm surprised.
He's a droid. See, that's what I should have called you. One day, what did I call you?
You called me spry. That's for old people. What the fuck is wrong?
I got my ass beat.
Baby.
That's when you don't expect them to be good.
Baby, I love that pussy.
I said, you still got it. You spry. She was like, I will fuck
I
you
will
up.
stab you in your neck.
Yeah. And that was breakfast.
How long you been doing it?
Only for a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Really? Man,
It'll be
you know
2 years.
That story you told.
Fucking adult.
That's right.
That's why
I have
once you
seen
got
things.
experience and you step into the game. I think it's fun. It's funny. I think you and I have spoken about this, Dave, about like how a lot of like young comics don't have patience because what makes you funnier is life experience. It's like you got to pull from shit that you do, or at least go out and live a little.
Right.
Make it,
You know, and that doesn't mean like
now.
cocaine, drugs, and waking up in a East Village basement.
Doing the
What?
same thing every week is not living. You gotta
Right.
pick it up. You gotta challenge yourself to step out.
That's what
of
make
your
it
comfort
funny.
zone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And being around your other corny friends, and you guys circle jerking that's not life.
Well, you know, that's
It helps.
It helps.
You need a balance of camaraderie and
Absolutely.
support, and you need some risk.
It's
Yeah,
That's what you need.
And you got to be able to go out there and get up in front of any audience. I think that'll make you funnier.
Yeah,
because
tell me about it.
a lot, you know, I think like doing a lot of mics is great. But what the problem is, I think people develop a bad habit of like, I got to be funny for the mics.
you pick
Well, I got to
up
be
bad
funny. But
habits.
you know what?
Yeah.
No offense to anybody in this room, and I appreciate you guys for being here. But y'all ain't going to pay my bills. It's an audience that comes to a comedy
audience,
club.
right.
So that's what, and people got to be cognizant when you write that, you know, it's got to be a little more, just a hint of universal.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, the most universal thing is humor. And the simple fact is, if you think something's funny, there's a million people out there that don't think it's funny too. It's all
You
about
just have to find your angle.
right. Find your
That's
angle.
really
Find your voice.
Yeah.
what being an adult, how being an adult helps stand up, because I can tell you he's also, we're both the same kind. We're almost, it's hard to book us on the same show because we're doing the same shit. Not the same job, but doing the same point of view. I'm a guy that's been there and is on the way back, been there and back and on my way back again. I got children of a certain age.
Right.
I'm dating in this. Well, no, not now. Don't hit me, Crystal. But
I was like, you're single now.
I'm
right?
single.
See the difference?
So-
Like he still smells good, but he, like, he still
That's because he's older. He gotta smell good. Young brothers be like, she gonna love my mustache.
Yeah.
I love smelling the must down there, but you gotta reel
Exactly.
it in.
You gotta reel them in.
Get the must. That's when you
gotta.
have to stay for 2 or 3 days and you fuck them over a weekend and then they smell your natural shit and then they
Then you make and you can
once you
cook
got the ball smell.
I don't want to smell the musk right away. We don't.
You do?
That's
Like,
that's
girl comes
later.
to me and she's
Loud in
You
it.
gotta try to be clean for the
I
first
didn't
week.
smell nothing. That's if they really like you. They'll lie. They'll be like, no, you smell the
My new rule is if you ain't let her see,
Woodsy.
if you ain't let her see your penis when it's small, you don't really like her. That's my new rule.
Oh, hell yeah.
You gotta let her see your Dick and Clark Kent form.
With his glasses.
Yeah, with the glasses.
And it looks up with some hope.
Like, I'll be back. Superman will be right back. Like,
Superman need a 5-minute break. Baby, you want some eggs? Like, you gotta. See, that's another thing that'll keep a woman. That you get a lot of young dudes. You got cook. You could cook that girl. If you cook and actually have food in your. If you have food in your
He
fridge,
cooks all the time. He's like, girl, you need some meat on your bones. No, I don't.
That's a part of me that's Puerto Rican. You go to a Puerto Rican person's house, they're like, you need to eat. You're like, I'm 300 pounds.
Every
You lost
day.
a pound. Like
Every
this white
day.
people
TV perfect. You better leave her the fuck
Yeah.
alone.
I know.
Every day when I was still living in Maine, he'd call me and be like, did you eat today? I'm like, why? I'm 46. I know how to feed myself.
yeah.
I do not look anorexic.
Jim, how long you been doing it?
Huh? Man, those numbers are. I've been in New York
Vague,
for
right?
3 years. I started. My first time doing comedy was August 16th, 99.
Oh, okay. So you touched on it.
I touched
you
on
came
it.
back?
It was the summer. Everybody was doing it. My
Right.
friends were doing it. But the 2 weeks after that, I was in a car accident and didn't get back on stage for 13 years. So,
damn, Jim.
11, I started in Delaware.
You sounded like
Yeah.
Bones just now. God damn, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Jim.
I don't know what counts.
What are you,
Does it
a
count when I
doctor
get to
or
New
no?
York, or does it count when I started in Delaware?
Well,
I don't know.
it counts when you came and you did it like 5 days straight.
When I had 2011, I did it every day since
There you
2011.
go.
So
That's when you mark your
yeah,
birthday.
Yeah.
Other than that, you just
Day
just sample.
But then I just produce show. I've been producing shows since I've been in high school maybe producing comedy shows.
Yeah,
so
man.
produced
Yeah.
for high
We need
school,
some more,
college.
some more sets. We gotta get you out there, man. Get you some more shows.
Yeah.
Some shows.
Yeah.
You host too much.
Yeah.
I had that sickness.
Yeah, I like hosting.
I know you do.
It becomes an illness,
working
though.
radio.
It becomes,
Really?
It'll hurt your set. It'll hurt your set long term.
Oh yeah, if you're doing it for a long, and that's like
It's like dunking when you're a guard.
Exactly.
You gotta
when you land too hard, them
you
knees
gotta
just go.
save a couple of years on them knees.
There's that, and also like in like for me, they just kind of the New York comedy scene was like, no, we want you to host.
They always want black people to host.
They always want people to call the host.
Yeah.
And they're like, because you got high energy. I'm like, man, sometimes I'm tired. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like,
I want to craft my shit.
Yeah.
I want my 45 amazing. Like, if I'm fucking doing the fucking dance and fucking rock, jockeying every day to set this motherfucker up, I want to also work on my type.
and then you got to walk away from it. Like, you literally have to, because they'll let you. People will just
they'll let you host. I was
They'll
doing a
keep
lot
you
of
hosting
work,
forever.
and I started turning it down. Plus, you're there for 2 days, 2 hours, however long you're there
Yeah.
for. You got to pick the show up, and then you got to manage. You got to you babysit.
You were right the
Yeah.
first time. You said 2 days. Because on a bad show,
That's how
it feels like 2
Like
days.
fucking
Yeah.
2 days.
Like,
And I'm
I
like,
at
I love
one
work.
point, I like being the ringmaster. I like bringing people together.
That's an ego thing. You'll learn.
Yeah. I like
You be
it.
like, you know what? I
like
just want to do my shit today. I want to bust off and leave.
Yeah.
Did you finish busting up? Did you finish busting
I
up?
need,
You got to do
to make
that.
sure everybody's all right. Everybody had a
Everybody
good
good? Can I
show.
wipe anybody? Everybody good?
You need a toilet?
All
What's
right.
going on?
Yeah. Getting home safe. I used to do
You be
everything.
asking all these people, how about you? You got a little bit right?
Yeah.
And a good thing, like when you're not hosting anymore, is that you can bounce around and do multiple
You
sets.
can actually be seen.
Yeah, you can actually be seen because if you're just stuck in one place,
The thing is about the good thing about hosting, especially producing shows, you do get the opportunity. And I hate to say it, but as a commerce system, there is a lot of exchange, give and take. And I hate to call it swapping spots, but
It's
it is
swapping
it is at least 30% swapping spots.
Absolutely.
And I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
I wasn't swapping spots when I first started.
no, I didn't do that either.
I was like, go fuck yourself, you're terrible. Like, and then people like, hey, he's like,
Always believe in providing an opportunity for
That's
people.
what I was-
I don't expect anything
did.
back.
I did. I was talking about mainly
Yeah.
white people.
Yo,
No, I did. No, I would meet white comics that would just walk up to me and be like, when can I do your show? And I was like, shove your head up your ass.
and a lot of people have said that. It was like, yeah, you do my job, do you? I was like, no,
I don't want to do your show. Your
Yeah.
show is terrible.
Yeah.
My show has people that come back and forth every week
Yeah.
Right.
who
Yeah,
expect a curated experience. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're a terrible person. I'm just saying you wouldn't be a good fit. I've seen you 3 times now. And if I haven't seen you, I'll look. I'll go find you. I'll look for you. I like comedy.
Yeah.
You gotta when you're producing shows, I find like for some reason I guess maybe it is because my size is a little intimidating. I always find that I've always had to be a little like more gentle, a little more verbally gentle with people. Because I remember one time this guy was like, "So what do you think of my set?" And I remember being like tired, cranky. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, "It was alright. Need work." Like. Yeah. And that was the meanest I'd ever been. And that motherfucker was like devastated, wrote a blog, like, and I was like, and I was like, so now it's kind of like I've learned by listening. You gotta be like a woman because women are very kind at lying. Women are the best.
That's what you gotta learn a way to say that shit neutrally.
You
I'm
gotta,
not kind.
well, not you, baby. You don't have to
All
lie.
right.
When's your birthday?
September 5th.
You're a Virgo.
Yeah, Virgo, fuck you. What? Say it again. I will.
I know.
He's not going to protect
I
you.
know that. He can't take
Virgo woman, really?
Oh, I
A
can take
Virgo
it.
woman, she'll get things done.
Yeah,
She gets things
But
done.
she don't
She
give a fuck how you feel while she's doing it.
She don't care. I had feelings when we met. I ain't got them anymore.
You gotta get rid of them shit.
I had to throw them
You
shit
Aries, you be like,
my feelings are on the surface,
Yeah.
and she beat them shits dog. Like bam!
I can't
She
hurt
came
you.
in
Look
there
at
with
you.
she came in there with Thor's
It's
hammer. And
inside.
was like, bam!
Yeah.
She
Inside.
tamed him, though. She tamed him.
Uh-huh.
She dressed him, just so you know. You didn't
dressed
miss
him.
that. She did
That's
dress
all
him.
right. I can deal. I can deal.
Yeah.
She
I'll tell
don't.
you what.
That's the
You
only
haven't
part
looked-
that I
You
missed.
have not looked better. I'll tell you
I
that.
tell you, no, man, because she feeds me
Got the
vegetables and
glasses hooked
fruit.
up. You see that? Did you do that?
Yeah, she did.
You know you need
Yeah.
something.
Go ahead, baby.
Oh,
An
you
accent.
crazy?
Mark had one suit jacket he wore even when it was on the beach. He wore
Yeah.
one suit jacket all the time. Now,
He said that. He said that.
But I was honest with her about it. I was like, look, I don't have clothes. You've seen my whole wardrobe. She was like, but this is our first date. I was like, you've seen my whole wardrobe.
yeah, this is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
It's like walking into a
Yeah.
studio.
Well,
this is tour.
This is it.
That's one of the only things I miss about a relationship. Just her keeping you on point. But
women will do that.
Yeah.
Women will make you into.
Man, he shops harder than me. He shops harder than me.
Oh, I have excellent taste
sure?
with somebody
Oh, yeah, harder than me. No. I'll be like,
With somebody else's money, I got great
right.
taste.
Yeah,
Baby, you need a couple T-shirts? Let's go to Coles.
But
Like,
it's her credit card. I'm like, girl.
You over here looking like Felicia
Whatever.
Rashad.
I know.
Cosby Show. Look at the show. Oh, show.
I gotta fight these bitches off. Who you with?
You are a winning team, guys.
Oh, yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You guys got any questions? It's the studio audience.
We forgot y'all was here.
Yeah, let's go on, Jamada. Say your last name. Patterson.
What's up, Patterson?
Yeah, when you write, are you going? Do you recite it kind of on stage, or are you just going off your head and just remembering the topic?
Who's that for? All of us or just me?
Hit it quick.
I'll hit it quick. I write. I'm kind of. People don't realize that I write. I'm kind of prolific. I can sit in the house and write 9-10 hours straight, and just have her bring me snacks like a bear, feed me through a cage. But it's just like I write a lot. I write constantly, and I think what I do sometimes is here's the thing about writing a joke. And when you write a joke, think of it like if it's your child, like it's something it's a creation. So what it is you got to nurture it, and the best way to nurture a joke is to play with it. Let me tell you something. I went through a period where I know for a fact I was doing the same material for like a year and a half. And you know what? And that's hard. But I've had people that in that same year see me repetitively going, wow, your set's never the same. Because I don't live in fear of playing with my jokes. So I change my jokes up because people are going to see you multiple times, especially when things are going good and you're on TV or whatever, and you get repeat customers. But it's kind of like, so I play with it. And sometimes a joke that was about a pair of shoes becomes a joke about fucking not getting shot in the projects. Like it just develops, and you keep playing with it, and it becomes something bigger or better. And sometimes it becomes worse, and then the audiences will let you know about it. Just like that wasn't funny. But yeah, I mean, I write. Here's the thing: I tell people, you got to write. The first thing to learn in comedy about writing is learn the basics. It's like you can't just get on a bicycle and ride. You got to learn the basics. So I would just say learn the science of three, set up punchline tag, and then learn who you are from there. Learn to write the basics of a joke.
Plug it into the formula, basically.
Right. You plug it into the formula, and then you realize that maybe you're more of a storyteller. But even a story has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
And keep it fresh throughout.
Right. And then even that end will have a couple tags, and that's how you keep an audience interested. And usually, like that last tag will lead to the next joke. So it's just there's a science to it. That is, it's really awesome, man. It's just like, and it really is like raising a child.
I'm curious to see what Krystal's experience is with creating material at this point.
Yeah, I had to find my voice, and whether I was just like a one-liner or a storyteller, and then I had to, when I was on stage, just act like just find my voice, not like I'm reciting the joke,
right.
But I'm in my zone. I'm just in the flow, and it's my voice so that people connect with it because of like, oh, she's the real deal. She's not just up there telling a joke that she just wrote off in the corner somewhere.
Of that experience.
Right, she lived that. And Mark really helps me a lot because I'll write, he'll give me my homework, and and he'll help me really tighten it up. He'll say, okay, now let me see you do the joke. I want to hear it out loud. And he'll say, okay, you need to act not like you're not telling the joke. Just find your voice the way that you and I do.
You're
riffing off each
Right, you got to connect emotionally.
That's what I was going to actually say. That's
Yes.
my process. I get a feeling about something, and usually there's a lot of absurdity in the world. So that's a great place to start, right? Because if you're feeling it, chances are a lot of people are feeling it. And then, again, I just learned how to write a joke like on an executive level, like in the last 5-6 years. I just learned how to really write a joke, how to really use words to create an emotion as you're on your. It's like eating on the way to going to the supermarket. It's like your first out the gate. Like I was married, I got fired from that, and then I start my joke. That's how I start my joke.
Okay.
So it's a joke. It's a joke to get ready. Even your setup is a joke because you got to bring them in. You got to snatch people.
It's all
People
about
that have
connection.
fucking phones.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about you. Even if you're at a club they paid to be at, and they're drinking overpriced drinks, you still have to compel them. And you can't be up there, how's everybody feeling tonight? Don't do that. You are wasting 30 seconds of your life on stage. Get into it, get your material, get to where you want them to go. The cab driver don't sit in the car with you and go, hey, before he pulls up and goes, how you feeling today? No, he fucking hauls ass. He's the fucking meter. As he's driving, he might ask you how you doing. But
And if you meet a cab driver that asks you that question, he gonna try to rape you. He's looking to kill you. How you doing that? You know you're gonna die, right?
There are a lot of rapists in comedy. But
Especially at the improv places.
There's a lot of creeps in comedy.
There are.
This is very important. If I can't tell you anything else, I'll tell you this. Learn how to listen to the audience, both when you're on stage and when, most importantly, when you're not. When another comic is on, whether he's bombing, killing it, whether she's body in the room, whether she's doing great or terrible, listen to how, who, where, and why. Mostly why. Why is that not happening? Why is that happening? Everybody loves watching comedy. If you don't like watching comedy, you're in the wrong business. Because this is 90% student and 10% teacher. I swear to God.
Do you use a formula?
I do use.
What's your main formula that you go to?
I don't sit down and talk. I have conversations with people.
Yeah.
And I ask a lot of questions. I'm always on Facebook asking. I don't know if you guys are friends with me, but I'm always on Facebook engaging. I'm trying to get people to say shit because I can't see it behind me, but you can. So if I ask you a question, what's that like? And you go, that's like so. I go, oh, thank you. And how does that make you feel?
And that's where, and I love that he's saying that because that's where the humility comes in.
Yeah.
Like being a comic is great. Look, if things go well for you and you play bigger audiences and you're playing bigger clubs and you're playing packed houses and you get your first like standing ovation or something crazy like that happens, your ego is like, damn, I'm really good at this. That's amazing, and you kind of just get wrapped up in your shit, right?
Remember why
the main reason why you're good at this is because you're paying attention. You know what I mean? You're listening to your life, your world, the world around you, and then people connect to that. It's all about connection.
Yeah. I remember when Alex Rodriguez had that crazy year with the Yankees when they like hit a skillion home runs.
Yeah. And
they was like, what is the difference between now? We know you're not doing steroids because we're watching your ass.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between now and then? He was like, I got a routine I do. He has a routine, like he has 10 things he does every day. They just, between the 10 things he did, which is basically like open mics. You know, when you go to batting practice, that's an open mic. You are doing 10 things to improve your swing. But also his natural talent and gut instincts. Those things blend, and that's how you get a fucking crazy and a talented person who also put the work in. That's what you want. You want the marriage between the metaphysical, which is, the power inside of you,
right,
and the fucking habit of your strength, your arm is strong.
Right,
So
and I think also the great thing about stand-up is you could be a Pete Rose. You don't have to have all that natural talent, but if you do the work and you do the hustle, guess what? Repetition, and you just practice and you develop that muscle, because writing is a muscle. Your brain is a muscle. The more you use it, the more you write, the better your writing is going to get.
Fluid.
And the thing is, like he said about asking questions, last year I was asked to write a script for these producers out in LA, and I came up with a concept for an episode, but I'm not a woman. And it was a woman-based episode, so I had to reach out to like 100 women I know on Facebook and random women I know and be like, and basically the whole premise.
Lies.
No, I don't know anybody. I had to put out an ad in the newspaper. No, but there was like the basis of the episode was stupid questions that men randomly ask women constantly. Ooh. And let me tell you something. I sent it to only 100 people. I had 500 responses because they just kept sharing. He wants to know stupid things men say. You know,
women coming back. And another thing.
Yeah, I had women coming back. But the thing is, it made that episode the strongest episode I wrote because I had a lot of information. Yeah. So, and that's what stand-up is. I mean, you want to talk shit about your mom? Poke your mom. Fucking bother her for a day. Sit down and have coffee with her. Your mom will say some funny shit. Like, just my kids say funny shit. I will sit down and fucking torture my kids just so I can get material out of them. They don't even know I'm doing it. They don't know they're paying daddy's bills. You know what I mean? And it's just, and it's like the homeless people. I've spoken to homeless people to get material. I will talk to anybody. I don't care. It's a hustle.
I sit still too.
That's another good thing to do.
I sit still.
Pay attention.
I just sit still and catch up with myself. You know when you sleep in the night and I wake up, I got a pen and pad in my bed because your subconscious, when all your bullshit moves out of the way, it's just you and your subconscious, and that's where the magic is. I have wrote some amazing shit at 4 a.m., as I'm sure most of you have. Most comics are out that time of night anyway. Absolutely. But when you really let your guard down and let your spirit catch up with your brain, get some dope shit.
Yeah, that trip on the way home is where the whole day comes in.
That and working out or playing that or doing something physical also
And my
allows me
workout in
to
the morning.
access. Also allows me to access because of serotonin to get things going.
Where,
I know we gotta start the mic.
Where can they find you at social media?
Ooh, social media, Facebook, Krystal Kamenides.
Spell the last name.
Oh God, Kamenides. It's way too much. Just
Just
remember the
dial
face.
this
Just
out.
remember the face.
Oh, your website.
Website, krystalkamenides.com, and on Instagram, Kamenides, Kamenides.
And what was the name of your show?
Mark and Krystal, the Mark and Krystal Show.
Mark and Krystal Show.
Yeah.
And Mark.
You can find me on my website, www.marzlive.com.
Mars.
On Instagram, it's Mark A. Ramirez. And Twitter, it's Mark A. Ramirez because they're racist. No, like Anthony's a big issue. You
can't risk it.
And you could Google me, and I'm not the Mark Anthony Ramirez from Texas.
Like 100,000
there's like three.
of them.
There's like
Ramirez.
all the Mark Anthony. By the way, if you ever meet a Mark Anthony Ramirez and you're in Texas, run. That motherfucker's a serial killer. Or he's gonna write you a bad check because that's what is weird. But yeah, man, and just markandkrystal.com.
Nice.
So, and we're just doing our shit, so it's gonna be great.
And a
So.
joint website. That's adorable. That's adorable. That's
Dang!
It's for the show. It's for the show where we have actual fans watching.
Hey, I have an audience. All right.
That's all right.
We get audiences too. We don't know it.
Yeah.
I
I mean, they're here for the mic, but
Baby, we just got white neighbors that are always staring at our
That's
house.
true,
They
that's
gonna
true.
fight again.
They make it too much noise.
I bet.
Dave, where can they
They
find
just
you?
expect you to make noise. I'm on Facebook, Dave Lester. I'm on Twitter, Dave Lester, no E. And then I'm on Instagram, the Bed-Stuy Jedi 74. Bed-Stuy Jedi 74.
Well,
So go fuck yourselves.
Your website?
Oh, I ain't got no website, but you can find me
Shit
every
together.
Sunday on B-Box Radio's The Social
right.
Scientist.
Nice.
Every
Are you
Sunday.
on, good.
Every Sunday, B-Box Radio's BBoxRadio.com. The Social Scientist is the name of the show. That's from 10:30 till noon every Sunday. God
And
willing.
you guys on Pinterest?
Yeah, I am, but that's none of your motherfucking
See?
business.
That's it. As you should. You on Pinterest, Mark?
I like
Not
art.
yet? Crystal?
no.
Really?
That's about
Is that
our
porn
stuff.
No, Pinterest. She's on.
I'm an artist. I was on Pinterest like years ago,
Yeah.
but nobody uses that. You
Yeah,
should,
they do.
You should change that
It's
shit,
coming
Jimmy.
back.
They do? What's
Jimmy,
going
you
on?
should.
It's
No,
coming
it's
back.
not coming
Got
back.
it in my
It is coming
phone.
back.
That shit is the
I
MySpace.
get
everything in your
photos.
phone.
Really?
I'm not letting Pinterest go yet. I like it.
Man, you
You
probably
like
still got an
Are you
AOL.
on Pinterest? Anybody?
I got
AOL.
I have,
Yeah, that's what I'm
I have
talking
Pinterest
about.
because I like redheads. That's mainly
Well,
what happened.
I'm not answering that question.
Thank you guys. Thank you for coming on. This is Tickets Mike. Give it up for them. You can follow us on SoundCloud, Google Plus, Blog Talk Radio. And thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you,
Give it up for them one more
Thank you
time.
for having us, Jimmy.